Hello and welcome to News 9 Digital with me, Adarsh Vepachedu. In some news that's just coming in, the Indian government has gone ahead and has banned 118 more mobile applications, including the widely popular PUBG, in the interest of sovereignty and integrity of India. Now, I know for a fact that even in my office right here, several of my own colleagues are hooked onto the game, like many of you who may be watching this broadcast. Apart from PUBG, Nordic Map, Livik, and WeChat Work and WeChat Reading are among the 118 mobile applications that have been banned by the Ministry of Information and Technology under the Section 69A. In this brief interaction, we will be discussing as to what this move means for the digital future of India and what about the numerous players and users being deleted from their mobile phones. Joining us live is a cybersecurity expert in the form of Shubhamangala Sunil. Many thanks for joining us. Now, when we talk about an application like PUBG, so popular, it has so many subscribers, how will it really impact the developers and also the players on the ground? Go ahead, ma'am.
As we all know that there are so many applications which we were using and we are using, which has been developed from the Chinese
Right.
people, and there are so many other developers who had done that too. So when it comes into the PUBG mainly, because it has become so popular today, irrespective of the age, people are playing on the PUBG. Now today, when we see that the government has taken a step to go ahead and ban this, I say that yes, it is to save and secure the Indian citizens from their data theft. Because we know that a lot of sensitive data and our data on the mobile, especially, is being transmitted through these applications which we were using without our knowledge. When at the age of 10 or 12, obviously the kids won't be knowing what is the safety and security in the
Correct.
cyberspace today. But I feel that government has taken a good move over because safety and security comes first when we concern about the games, what we are playing, or the applications what we are using today.
Safety and security comes first. Well put right there, Shubha. Now, when the government says a certain application is banned, what is the kind of process that we're looking at till it is unavailable from, let's just say, the Play Store? It doesn't happen overnight, does it?
Right, right. See, they have taken a step saying that we are going to block these apps. That means whenever the traffic is being sent or it has been seen from India, they want to go ahead and block, saying that none of the traffic which is trying to access these applications, whether it is the gaming application, what we are talking about, or the other application, has to be not having access to download this or use this. That means at the gateway, that is with our ISP providers, that is internet service providers, we are telling them whichever the traffic is trying to go ahead and access these things has to be blocked. And on the Play Store, yes, we are saying that we are not able to be downloading also. And yes, of course, it will take a day or two maximum. As the government is taking a strict action, I'm very sure that within day or two they will be able to achieve in blocking these things. Because rest of the traffic which is coming from the other countries, they might be having the access or they might be having their own policy according to their government.
So, while you say that the app will no longer exist on the App Store, it may take a day or two, so you will not be able to download it. But again, we're talking about the 21st century and you're a cybersecurity expert. There are always ways in which you can bypass a certain ban. We keep hearing about the .apk format in which you can download a certain software and ensure you'll still be able to play the game. So how do you ensure that you do not have bypassers like this?
Actually, yes. See, most of the technical savvy guys who know about the technology, they might say that even though my traffic is being blocked, I'll be using a proxy to go ahead and access this, download this, and play this. But I'm very sure as we have successfully done that for the TikTok, even for the PUBG, it will be the same steps followed to saying that you will be not able to download. And with that, on all the PUBG users, they will be also getting information saying that this has been blocked and no more they will be having an option to play on the PUBGs. And as you rightly asked at the beginning about the developers, I say that the developers who are from India, they have a huge opportunity to go ahead and develop the well worst applications than or the better application than the PUBGs now. They can go ahead and come up
In
with a
fact,
better
my
applications with a secured version.
my next question was pertaining to just that, as to what's your overall view on the country's digital infrastructure and our ability to come up with alternatives. We're already talking about a situation where 118 apps today and about 70 odd apps in the past, so close to 200 apps have already been banned. So there is clearly a need on the ground. How able do you see the Indian digital infrastructure to be able to come up with alternatives?
People who are there in this platform, whether it is the developing the applications or going ahead and developing the better applications than what we are having today to ease the end user to work on his phones. Because most of the applications what we use, at the end of the day, we want to use those applications to ease our work.
Correct.
Whether it is for transferring some files as we have the share it, or to use some video conferencing, or to do the chatting as we had the WeChat and the WhatsApp together. So a lot of opportunities we are looking so that it is facilitating us. When we have banned all these applications, I'm very sure the floor is open today. All the developers, they can go ahead and come up with their creativity, saying that how they can go ahead and give the new application which can ease the end user facility. And also at this pandemic situation, we have lot many things which we are not able to access it through the physical world, because it's taking a time to have the complete unlock. So at this time, if they can come up with a better applications to facilitate us to sit in one corner and get connected round the globe for whatever the work we are looking for, whether in the form of application or through the webs, it'll be wonderful actually.
Well, there you have it indeed. As they say, if one window closes, there's always another door or a window that opens up. In Shubha's own words, it's an opportunity indeed for the developers right here in the country to go ahead, put their creative might into work and ensure that we have alternatives in place. Many thanks, Shubha, for joining us and for sharing with us your thoughts on the latest ban by the Indian government. Once again, to bring you up to date, 118 apps have been banned, and all these apps are Chinese made, and one of these apps are PUBG. You also have WeChat. So several of these apps are commonly used by Indians, and they will no longer be available on our mobile phones. So how do you see this particular move? Do you see this as a way to protect India's security and sovereignty? What about all those players who may be on PUBG, and what about their accounts? Do let us know. Do drop in your comments in the comment section below. And yes, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to News9 on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Many thanks for joining us.